Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our webinar, DivorceMate Functionality in Leap Integration Demonstration. My name is Kyle Stinson. To those of you who have attended our previous webinars, welcome back. Today's webinar will run for approximately 30 minutes in listen-only mode. At any time, you may type any question in the GoToWebinar chat window. After the demonstration, we will share and respond to the questions submitted by the live audience. A recording of the session will be made available to all registrants in the format of a follow-up email approximately a week after today's event. In this webinar, I will provide you with a preview of Leap's practice management software and access practical strategies to improve productivity, increase billable work, and work from anywhere on any device. Christine and I will review and demonstrate an overview of Leap and family law matters, automate billable work with Leap's Office 365 integration, creating family law forms including financial forms, creating separation agreements, DivorceMate tools support calculator integration, and a live Q&A. We'll start things off with a quick introduction just as more people start to join in. My name is Kyle Stinson. I'm the sales team leader here at Leap Legal Software. I've been working with Leap since day one, and it's really been great to see the firsthand positive impact that Leap's practice productivity solution has been having on law firms here in Canada. Prior to working with Leap, I was on the other side of the joint venture with LexisNexis with a company called PC Law Time Matters. So I'm very appreciative of my experience in the legal tech space, and I'm excited for what's in store for the legal industry.
And I'm Christine Montgomery, the Director of Family Law Content and Education at DivorceMate. Prior to coming on board with DivorceMate 18 years ago, I was a family lawyer in private practice for a number of years, so I come at the software with that legal lens. I'm thrilled by our new partnership with Leap and know that family lawyers will benefit from this integrated solution.
Christina and I are very excited to provide some of the first glimpses of the exciting things Leap and DivorceMate have been working on. In today's session, we'll be walking you through the DivorceMate functionality that is now available in Leap, providing a one-stop shop for family lawyers. DivorceMate's content and the DivorceMate calculation app, together with Leap's practice productivity solution, enables family lawyers to better service their clients through the formidable combination of the most productive tools on the market today. If you've not heard of Leap, or you're not sure what we do, that's all right. We'll be covering aspects of the Leap system and how it ties in with DivorceMate today as well. Before we get started, here is some background information on the two companies. Founded in 1992 and has been servicing law firms around the globe with over 61,000 users worldwide. Leap occupies a unique position in the legal software market as it includes practice management, legal accounting, document assembly and management, as well as many of the traditional legal publishing assets all in one solution. Leap has been helping law firms to reduce and simplify their IT by providing one solution to run your entire practice.
Founded in 1987, DivorceMate Software Inc. is the leading provider of family law software in Canada with over 8,000 customers. The trusted family law software brand is used by thousands of family law professionals and members of the Canadian judiciary. DivorceMate's products are cloud-based and include tools for support calculations, forms for completing day-to-day court forms, and precedents for drafting agreements.
For the remainder of our time together, myself and Christine will be walking you through an overview of the product. We encourage you to ask questions throughout the presentation where we've allotted time at the end in answering all of your questions. As we open up Leap Legal Software, what you'll see is a list of all your different available matters within the software. Now, what you can do is filter by quite a bit of criteria that's personalized based off the user that is signing in. You can also come up and navigate and search for the matters you're trying to find as well. When you would like to create a new matter within Leap, you'll come up to the right-hand section and click New Matter. Now, with Leap Legal Software, we have a content team here in Canada. It's comprised of lawyers, paralegals, and research assistants, and their sole purpose and responsibility here at Leap is to investigate and do research across all of these different areas of law. Now, as we're focused, of course, on family law today, you'll see within the family law dropdown all of the different matter types that are available to you. These matter types have been researched hand in hand with DivorceMate to mirror the same similarity that you're used to within the DivorceMate system. Today, we'll be walking through a divorce and separation matter type. This is what your divorce and separation matter type will look like within Leap. In today's demonstration, we'll be focusing most of our time on details and correspondence, and of course going through the DivorceMate functionality available to Leap users. If you would like to set up some time with a Leap representative to go through the full practice productivity solution that we offer here, including, of course, all of the billing and accounting components as well. Now, in the demonstration today, we'll go through the details section as well as correspondence and cover DivorceMate tools. On the left-hand side, this is where you'll enter in your data, starting with basic level contact cards, our applicant in this scenario, John Goodfellow. When you open it up, you'll be able to enter in all of John's contact details, including even addresses. Now, Leap has some great functionality as well as integrations, one with Google itself, to help speed up the process in looking for addresses. You go to type in the address. It will pull from the accurate address that is available within Google, including postal code as well. Now, you'll also see that we can collect for other contact details as well. Maybe even dates that are important, such as marriage, separation, dates, and details. All of these fields are available, so then that way you can intake your data. Now, with Leap being one solution to run your practice, what it means is that we intake your data once, and then it's reused multiple times throughout the system, which means that we eliminate the redundancy that comes with double data entry. Now, when you navigate over to the right-hand side, this is where all documents, emails, outgoing, incoming, and other important information can be stored. Leap does a great job of automatically saving all documents and emails automatically into the matter itself. Where we're going to go next is through forms and precedents to show you some of the DivorceMate content that is now available within the Leap system. As you open up forms and precedents, you'll see that all of those different matter types are available to you with their subfolders categorized by the actual content available within each folder. As we're focused on family law rules, we'll start with an application for divorce. So as we open up this application, you'll find that all of the details that we collected for on the matter come through and populate into the form itself. So coming across as you navigate to the Leap for Work plugin, this is available in all forms within Leap content. You'll use it to be able to navigate through the form and add in any additional missing fields that were not collected for on the details section of your matter. What you'll do is you add in the fields, then you'll click Update Document, and it will update into the form. With Leap Legal software, we have an Office 365 plugin available through all Office products. As you come up into the left-hand side, you'll see that Leap is available with quite a few different options that you can choose from. With Leap, we actually track your time based off of the active window in front of you. What that means is if we were to minimize a document, or we start to work on another document, Leap will actually track your time accurately based off of the window that's in front of you. So then when you navigate up and you hit time, save, and close, Leap will track the total elapsed time spent on that document and give you the timestamp. This helps law firms with standardizing a best practice for their dockets. As you can see, you can have your different billing rates available. You can manually enter in rates as well. And even a billing description populates in. All of these things can be set up in the back end through application settings. That way we can better set up for the firm some key automations. When you hit save and close, you'll see that the application saves automatically onto the matter itself. From here, you're able to drag and drop into their available folders. You can also create new folders as well. But that time entry we just created is now available on the Time and Fees tab or available through the Leap timesheet. What we'll be doing next is walking through some other available forms. A key form that's used most oftenly in divorce and separation matters would be your Form 13.1, otherwise known as your financial statement. You can come down and navigate through the different folders available. You can also come up and search for those available precedents or forms at the top section here. Just like we saw in the application form, the fields populate in from the details section. Now, walking through your financial statements, we will also navigate through the Leap for Word to add in all of the missing details pertaining to their income or maybe expenses, assets, liabilities. As we scroll down into income source, you'll come over to the right-hand side for Leap for Word, where the different drop-downs are available for you. As we go through, maybe enter in the employment income, add in any additional income, maybe if there's commissions, and you'll click Update Document. All the calculations will then populate into the form as you can see here. If we want it to come down into expenses, add in your expenses. Maybe we'll add in utilities. You'll also hit Update Document and all the calculations come through into your financial statement. It's a little bit different than how you currently do it today with your DivorceMate forms, as you typically may be used to entering it on the actual form itself. But with Leap staying in line with how we structured our forms, you'll navigate through the Leap for Word plugin. It may take some time to get used to, but once you're getting used to it itself, you'll have all of the added benefits of Leap, such as your time, save, and close. So then that way we're always accurately tracking our time spent on our matters. So I'll hit time, save, and close again. And as you can see, we have an accurate timestamp for the time spent on that form. Now, another document that's most commonly used would be your net family property statement. And speaking with DivorceMate users, as well as the DivorceMate team, functionalities such as saving all of the information that's collected on your financial statement over into your net family property statement, we can do so easily by saving the data for transfer to your 13B form. As you can see, the data has been saved and has been transferred over. From here, you'll go back in to your matter, navigate to Forms and Precedence, where we'll look for our 13B. All the information that we inputted into your 13.1 will then come through and populate into your 13B form. That way that we're reducing the double data entry and making sure that you can be as productive as possible. If there are additional assets liabilities that need to be added on, our recommendations, of course, go back to your 13.1, save the data through, but you can, of course, add them if needed onto the 13B here as well. Just to demonstrate that we do have the ability to not just time save and close, but you can also save and close, rename and close, as well as just save the document as well. When you hit save and close, that document will come through and save automatically into the matter, as you can see. Another thing we can do as well is save over the data from your net family property statement, your 13B, and transfer that data over to your 13C as well. So that covers a lot of the DivorceMate forms that we have available within LEAP today. What we're going to focus on now is the DivorceMate separation agreements. You'll still navigate up to the Forms and Precedence. Through here, instead of going through LEAP forms, we'll come down into DivorceMate. From there, you'll see your interim separation agreement and standard form separation agreement. So as you come down to your standard form separation agreement, you'll see that you have your standard form as well as the blank template as well, where you can add in your own clauses. We're going to open up the standard form separation agreement blank. But where we want to come up to and add in our own clauses is again through the LEAP plugin, Insert Clause. Now, before I go there, I just want to mention that on the right-hand side is still your LEAP for Word to add in any of the missing details as well. If you'd like to insert your clauses, you'll navigate up to the Insert Clause section. If we want to add in, for Section 1, some definitions, these are the same clauses that you're used to using within DivorceMate. Come in, add our definitions. If we'd like to add in some background for Section 2, we'll navigate back, come down into background, in which case you can add in any of your different clauses available here. So this is how you would build your own blank template for your separation agreements. All this information, again, can be tracked through the LEAP plugin for docketing. So if we hit time, save, and close, it will save that document and do a timestamp for the time spent creating that document. Now that we've shown you the forms and precedents, I'm going to show you how we can also take these different documents and how we can share them through the different options available through LEAP. A quick right click will give you a lot of different options available. If we navigate up to Share, you'll see that you can share securely via Law Connect. Law Connect is a great way to be able to securely send documents to maybe opposing counsel. It could be to your clients, where your clients could use it as a document sharing portal. We can also come down, email these documents out through their original format, through a PDF, or as a link as well. If you would like to share these documents internally and you're using Microsoft Office 365, that means that you have access to Microsoft Teams, in which case you can send over these documents via Teams, where the other staff member can open it up, they can make edits and changes, and we can actually track those edits and changes through the History of Changes feature. What we're going to do is share these documents and send them as an email with the documents in PDF format. Leap will open up Outlook automatically. It will attach those documents in as PDF format, and it will also pull up suggested contacts. These contacts are the contacts that are on the details section. That way we never send an email to the wrong person. Now, as you'll see, the same as with Word, Leap is directly embedded into the Outlook toolbar. What that means is that when we go to send out this email, we've actually tagged the email with the Matter number. This allows for all outgoing as well as incoming emails to save and route automatically into the Matter. That means that you don't have to manually save emails into their affiliated folders on a server, into any of your document management systems. Leap will automatically save all emails, so then that way all staff that have access to the Matter also have access to those emails. Now, the same way as we did with our forms, we can also track our time spent on emails. So if you hit time and send, and we send out this email to John Goodfellow, you'll see that the total elapsed time is captured. The billing description is automated in. So when we hit save and close, you'll see that that email with all of the attached PDFs is available here. Now we can actually route your emails so that they come through and save automatically into the subfolder for your emails. We can also drag and drop with ease. Now that covers my portion of today's demonstration. I'll be passing things off to Christine Montgomery, who's going to be walking through the DivorceMate tools calculations available in Leap.
Thank you, Kyle. I now get the chance to showcase the DivorceMate calculation app in Leap. I would just like to note up front that the purpose of this demonstration is to show you how the app functions in Leap and not to go into the tools calculation itself, which would take several hours. From your Leap client matter, go to the Leap toolbar at the top, click on the DM Tools Calculation app, and you will automatically be directed into the tools calculation. If you've not yet created a calculation for this matter, a new window will pop open. You will be asked to confirm who is the payor and who is the recipient of spousal support. This is critical information in order for the calculator to properly configure your calculation. If spousal support is not an issue, instead verify the payor and recipient of child support. In this case, we have John as the payor, Sue as the recipient, and I'm going to click OK. Note that all of the basic information, such as the parties' names, their genders, ages, and residency, as well as the child's name and date of birth, and the relationship dates, have been pre-populated from your Leap matter. By the way, for those of you who prefer to work with a bigger font, and I count myself in that group, you can go to the magnification tool at the top and increase the size of the font. You can then proceed to input all additional information in the calculation. The various input fields and settings for the calculation can be accessed through the blue links, the plus signs beside the various sections of the printout, as well as in the Options toolbar at the top. Let's assume that the payor is earning employment income, that's T-Ford income, of $100,000. I'm going to input it into the software, click OK, and it now shows on our screen in yellow. I'm also going to input some information for the recipient. Let's assume that the recipient is earning non-taxable income, in other words, income that does not show up on a tax return, of $30,000. You can see that the printout has now already formulated some of your results. We have child support at the top and the spousal support according to the Spousal Support Advisory Guidelines in this section. The lower section shows the support scenarios at each of these points in the spousal support range. To save your calculation, click on the Save icon in the top toolbar. I recommend that you name it with something that will identify it for you down the road. So for this calculation, I'm going to call it Sole Parenting, Payor at $100,000, and click OK. You'll now see that the calculation has been saved and is showing in the column on the left-hand side of your screen. I'm now going to create a new calculation. To do so, I go to the New Calculation feature in the top right-hand corner, click on New Calculation, and once again, I now have a blank calculation that I can complete. In this calculation, let's assume that John is earning employment income of $120,000 this time. And we'll keep Sue at the same $30,000 of non-taxable income. To save this calculation, again, I would go to the Save feature, but I just wanted to let you know that even if you forget to hit the Save icon, it will automatically prompt you to save the minute you try to exit the calculation or the app. For example, if I try to create a new one, you'll see it's asking me if I would like to save my changes. I'm going to click Yes, and now I'm going to name this calculation. Once again, I'm going to say Sole Parenting, and I'm going to say that the payor is earning $120,000. If I decide that I want to make a copy of one of these rather than starting fresh with a new calculation, I simply click on the calculation which I wish to copy, and I then proceed to click on the Save As icon. This will save a copy. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to name it in this new example as a shared parenting situation. And then I'm going to make the necessary changes in the calculation. You'll see I've now got 3 calculations at the side, and once again I will save this calculation. To see all the details pertaining to each of these calculations, simply click on the calculation, and at the very bottom on the left-hand side you will see the creation date and modification date, as well as the person who created or modified the document. To print this calculation, click on the Print feature in the icon at the top, and it will be printed wherever you determine. To delete a calculation, hover over the calculation which you wish to delete and click on the Delete icon beside it. You will be asked to confirm that you're deleting it because once you do, it cannot be undone. If you wish to save a copy of the calculation directly into your client's LEAP matter, click on the PDF to LEAP icon, and a PDF copy of the calculation will appear in the list of documents created in the LEAP matter. It might take a few moments for the PDF to be processed, and here it is in our LEAP matter. Keep in mind that this is a PDF only, so if you try to open it from here, you will have very limited abilities to do anything with it other than send it to a client or send it to the opposing counsel. If you wish to actually manipulate the calculation, you will have to go back into your Tools app and go back into the calculation and revise it. And the last item in the toolbar that I'd like to demonstrate is the DivorceMate Support button. If you're struggling with your calculation and require some assistance, despite working in LEAP, you still have access to DivorceMate's invaluable support line. Simply click here to access our contact information and give us a call or send us an email. Finally, with your LEAP DivorceMate integration, you have access to our exciting new DivorceMate University. Here's where you can learn more about DivorceMate tools through the many helpful and detailed trainings that we offer, as well as a number of FAQs and other related articles. So that completes our demonstration.